Hi, my name's Randy Clark from Gunnison. I'm driving around this afternoon with Big Game Forever, and we're about 3.5 miles east of Gunnison to show you some of the conditions of the habitat and the deer herds. If you look behind me, you can see that these hillsides are all tracked up. The deer have been in here for quite a while, but there is still no sagebrush showing. There's no feed showing above where they've tracked it up, and this is pretty typical of what it looks like all the way east of Gunnison.
We're down here in Gunnison again, and we're 3 miles east of Gunnison. We're here with Steve Fry on his property, and Steve was involved in the feeding down here in 2007, 2008. And Steve, what are you seeing this year?
Well, from what I'm seeing, it's turning off a lot like it was in 07, 08. Our snow levels are almost the same as they were then. Granted, we had snow earlier in 07, 08 than now, but our temperatures are really low now, and it's really starting to take effect on the deer in this area. Just behind me here, there's a fawn that I found just the other day that was curled up in a ball that died from starving. And all these deer, as you can see behind me, there's deer in the back. And all these deer are starting to have a hard time trying to even find food. It's all covered up by snow, and that's one of the things that makes it real hard on them. We had some rain in January, which is really odd, and that put a big crust on this snow, makes it harder for them to dig. So at this point in time, I feel that the deer more than likely aren't getting enough food every day. They're using more energy just trying to get to it than they are actually eating the food.
This little fawn that we're looking at right now, if we get a side shot, you can see how sunken in her stomach is, and her ears are laying down. And if we swing to the left, we've got some fawns sitting here, and you can see the difference. Their ears are perked. But this little one's having a tough time.
Okay. So I'm tucked in underneath a horse trailer here, just in a residential area up in Gunnison, and this is a fawn that just probably last night came underneath this to get some shelter, and tucked itself into itself to keep warm, to go to sleep, and literally froze just like this. I mean, this is, I've never experienced this before, where I'm this close to an animal that is froze just like they fell asleep. Randy said that it got down to 20 below, and that's been pretty consistent, right?
For 4 or 5 days, we had 30 below, we had 29 below on Friday night, 26 below on Thursday night. It's been 4 or 5 nights of at least 20 below.